Hello, Libra. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of December 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month. And I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'll be using my Groovy Waite Tarot. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Libra, with a Spirit Animal Oracle card. And I think that's it for the introduction. I was already concentrating on your reading, Libra, so let's go ahead and get right into it. What do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2021? All right, Libra, so as we move into December, I see a lot of future planning being put on hold as it relates to money. But I see that happening because you're having conversations around people, people close to you, and you guys are trying to decide together what your financial future is going to look like. So I'm feeling like this could be family or a spouse or a partner. If you're single, you're still having these conversations, maybe with, a trusted advisor, could be a coach or something. Could also be a family member, even if you are single, maybe a family member that you trust, to kind of guide you along your own financial journey. But I do see that happening. We also have the King of Pentacles. That's a great card to see because it looks like investments are going to be very prominent in your financial goals. I think that's really good. Almost all of the signs have had the King of Pentacles in their reading, which is the investment card. So it talks about kind of positioning yourself to be in the right place at the right time. For those of you who are looking to invest, like I said, do it now because you will have time on your side with what's coming in the next few months and in the next few years. We also have the Five of Wands. That's where I talked about where I see these conversations happening, so it's all good. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles. That's the generosity card and giving. You're going to be in a position to give, Libra. And it's really exciting because you're giving from overflow. It's not because you feel obligated or you feel like it's the right thing to do or you feel pressured. It's like, no, Libra, you're in a position to really give from overflow. And it doesn't only have to be financial. It could be your time. It could be your attention. It could be your energy. It could be your knowledge. All those things. Next, we also have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about being seen. I do feel like you're going to be kind of taking a step back from kind of being so visible. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going into hiding, but sometimes, at the end of the year, some people step back. They don't necessarily want to be out front and center because they're working on things. They're working on things behind the scenes, and they don't necessarily need to broadcast that to everyone. Now, as it relates to money, this is a really good thing because you want to move in secret. Everyone doesn't have to know your plans, and everyone doesn't have to know what you're doing with your money. Finally, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about you working independently. You're not going to be working in groups. You're not going to be working with a lot of people, Libra. I feel like you're really going to be... It's like you will be having conversations, but then when the actual work is taking place, it's like you're doing that all by yourself. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. I mean, I know I'm that way because I know what I want to do, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but I know the vision I'm trying to create. And sometimes, I just have to do that on my own. All right, Libra, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2021. All right, Libra, so we got a fun card here, the Guru. Now, when I talked about you kind of stepping out of your own circle here, and kind of working with people, That's what the guru talks about. It's talking about associating with people who have what we want. Now, when it comes to money, this is excellent because we really want people to stretch our own, awareness and our own beliefs and our own capacity to have more money. So we really need to surround ourselves who already think big, who already have the things we desire. I talked about this before, but this is something I had to do. I really had to up level the people that I associate with, and I'm very happy that I took the action to do that because now I'm thinking in a whole different way. And I think that's what you're going to be doing, Libra, is you are going to be really up leveling your mindset, which is going to allow you to attract more money. So you need to start finding people. And if you don't have anyone in your real life, you can start reading books, watching people online, and surround yourself and, kind of plug in to what other people are doing who have the things you want, especially as it relates to finances. Next, we have the World card. The World card talks about the end of a cycle, but it also talks about global expansion. So for some of you, your business will be expanding internationally. Some of you may be traveling internationally for work, for your business or investments, whatever. The other thing about the World is that it just talks about really kind of taking things to a much bigger scale, to a much bigger level, and really kind of spreading yourself out, not like you're spreading yourself too thin, but kind of being more omnipresent in a way that you've never been before. Next, we have the Devil. Sometimes I don't like seeing this card because it reminds me of self-sabotage, and that's what I'm picking up with this. Sometimes we get in our own way because we have some bad habits. There's unhealthy attachments getting in the way of the things that we want to achieve and the things we want to have, the things we want to experience. I know I've dealt with this constantly throughout my own journey. And, we really have to work on the things because, we all want more and we want better, but we really have to change who we are and what we do in order to get those things. So the Devil brings that to our attention. What are you doing that's getting in your own way as it relates to your finances and to your money, Libra? All right, next we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I like seeing that card in the reverse because it talks about things being restored. If something was taken from you unlawfully, looks like it's going to be given back or brought back, or whatever was done to you wrong, looks like that's going to be corrected. That's what that card means in the reverse. It's like something that was done or something that was wrong, it will be corrected. And a really good example that I want to share really quickly for this is my debit card number was stolen somehow, some way. And so someone used my card to purchase some things. And of course, I got the email saying, oh, thank you for your purchase, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't buy any of this stuff. So, I had to call my bank and then I had to put a freeze on my card and blah, blah, blah. Well, of course, long story short, all of that money got restored. But still, it was very stressful dealing with that situation, and because someone took that money, stole that money and they took it, illegally, fraudulently, it was nice to be able to get that back. So that's one example of where things will be rectified, right? Things will be corrected, especially if it's something financial for you, Libra. Finally, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about feeling a little discouraged, but still moving forward, right? You may feel frustrated. You may feel discouraged, but that's not going to take you out of the game. So that card is all about keeping moving, keeping your eye on the prize. Yes, we all have things we need to work on and release. But Libra, you have the tenacity and the determination to really make a change and really make a difference as it relates to your financial future. And it looks like you're doing it, even though it's easy. And sometimes it feels like you're suffering every step of the way. When all is said and done, you're definitely doing some proactive things that are going to set you up for success in the future. All right, Libra, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to, money, wealth, finances. prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2021. All right, Libra, so as we, sorry, I'm fixing my, my microphone here. So Libra, as we move into the second half of December, things are actually looking really, really good. You know, you've got offers coming in, you're taking some steps towards investing, which is very exciting from what I'm seeing here. We also have the Magician, though. Let's start with him. The Magician in the reverse talks about not using everything that's available to you in order to create the results you want. So you have the potential to make big money, but are you tapping into everything that's available to you, Libra, in order to do so? Really examine what you have, because you have more than you think you do, okay? Even if it's not physical stuff, it's ideas, it's knowledge, it's experience. All of that can be leveraged into money. It can be used to create cash if that's what you want, you know, whatever. So make sure you're aware of that, okay, Libra? Next, we have the Star card. The Star card is literally you being the star of the show. The other thing about the Star card is this is the card of vitality, health, brightness, being clean and clear, and just really having the energy of someone who has optimum health. So if you have any health challenges, it looks like you're going to have some good news and some healing once we hit the second half of December, Libra. We also have the Ace of Wands, one of my favorite cards. That's a card of cash flow. Yes. So if you have a business, if you're working, if you're selling stuff, if you're investing, looks like you're going to have some positive cash flow at the beginning, or no, at the middle of December. Next, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card in the reverse talks about you taking very aggressive action. In other words, you're not kind of stepping back and hiding away. At this point, it's kind of doing the opposite, and you are taking bold action, and it will pay off. It's one of those things where you just kind of do it, even though you may be afraid or nervous or unsure. You're still going to do it. You're still taking big action. And I see that happen when people launch businesses, when they really kind of put themselves out there and, you know, do sales and that type of thing. Queen of Pentacles talks about being a very cautious, conservative investor. She doesn't take high risks. So even though we talk about doing what you can to invest right now, Libra, don't do anything too risky. Don't invest any more than you're comfortable with, okay? You can still win, you know, even if you start small. Now, you may not have gains as big as, you know, other people, but it doesn't mean that you're not gaining anything. So pay attention and try to minimize the risk of investing to the best of your ability. Finally, we have the Page of Cups. Looks like an offer is coming in, but it looks like the offer comes in a little bit too late. Could be a job offer, could be an offer to, you know, to buy your house, or for you're waiting to hear back on an offer you put in. But this means an offer comes in, but you know, the timing is off. It's too late, or the offer is not what you want and it's not going to work for you. You know, it falls short of what you were expecting. All right, Libra, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2021. Nice. So you're going to have a really, you're going to have a really strong closeout for December for Q4, Libra. But let's start with the Six of Swords. Looks like you may be taking a trip somewhere. Six of Swords usually means travel, or it means some type of physical, geographical movement, okay? So, and because we're talking about money, this could be a work trip, a business trip, or it could be something as it relates to your business. Maybe you'll be working with an international supplier. Maybe you'll have a meeting. Maybe someone from overseas will come to you so you can have a meeting. It could be anything. But I do sense that there's going to be some geographical movement, either for you particularly or for in the work or the business that you do. Next, we have the Seven of Cups. Lots of options are going to be coming your way. Not all of them are going to resonate, so be very discerning, but you're going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of money-making opportunities presented to you, Libra, but they're not all going to resonate. Okay, so just like I said, be very discerning about what you choose to get involved with. Next, we have the Tower in the reverse. Tower in the reverse. I like seeing that card in the reverse because it's good news. It means the worst is over, and now you're in the phase of rebuilding. You're in the phase of restructuring what it is that you're currently doing. You're building better. You're building stronger. You're kind of doing things differently this time around. You're putting things in place for a much more solid future. Now, as this relates to money, it could mean that maybe you rework your entire financial plan. And a lot of people are doing that because we're hitting the end of the year, like I said, and then we're going into a new year. So that is definitely something that's good. Next, we have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords means a breakthrough happens, a financial breakthrough. That's very exciting. Could it be part of your restructuring plan? Yes, very much so. Also, we have Temperance, which is the card of balance. And she talks about things just really kind of working in harmony together. Things really coming together in a very holistic way, but also one thing complements another, right? So when we talk about money, you want to make sure that when you do invest, your portfolio kind of is in harmony in that way. When certain things are down, other things are up, right? When other things are down, other things are up. So you want to have a balanced portfolio when it comes to your investments or when it comes to anything that you do money related, which is why I always talk about having multiple streams of income, because as we've all seen, anything can dry up any time right now very quickly. And so we have to be careful. We have to really pay attention to what's going on. Finally, we have the Knight of Swords. This is a timing card. This means things are going to move probably slower than you'd like them to, but it doesn't mean that progress, is not happening. The Knight of Swords tells us that things are just not going to happen as quickly, and they may even go a lot slower than what we'd like them to, but there's nothing to worry about. It's about trusting in the timing of what is meant for you will show up for you, and also to not force anything, to happen quickly. It's about allowing things to really unfold naturally in the time that they're supposed to unfold. So Libra, you've got a really good month, really, really good month. Lots of powerful things happening. And I do feel like I said, I feel like more progress you're going to see towards the second half of the month as it relates to your money. But again, a lot of it is going to be happening to the degree that you feel comfortable allowing it to happen. Oh, and this is the perfect oracle card. We got number 62, Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.